Seahawks, Chiefs, coming up on EA Sports, Kansas City, Missouri, the site for today's matchup.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, Trust Your Eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have 2 stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
This game is underway. It's out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
We'll be keeping an eye on Jimmy Graham, Phil. A lot of people surprised to see the Saints trade him to Seattle in the offseason.
Yeah, it was all about the money. I mean, I know the New Orleans Saints, they knew he was a great player, but it's about money and saving cap space down there in New Orleans, and Seattle was all too happy to get him on their side.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
2nd down and 7.
Looking across the middle. Lynch is marked down at the 27. The Seahawks need to get to the 34 for a first down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Seahawks have it at the 29. Paul Richardson makes the grab. The Seahawks know that a 4th down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
Tight ends in motion here. Lynch is the receiver on the screen. Gains about 1.
One of the best at getting to the quarterback in the NFL is linebacker Justin Houston.
Well, Justin Houston got paid for how many times he hits the quarterback. And listen, he'd be retired by now because he is always back there, tough to block, and just knows how to get it done.
Wilson from the shotgun. Baldwin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Press coverage all the way. 1st and goal. Wilson with the give. Touchdown. Marching right down the field for an opening score.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's 1st and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to 3rd down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
He made it. Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. And Davis is going to run this one out. Smith's there to make the tackle. That return's good for about 23. The Seahawks set at the line. Dime package. 1st down at the 17. Very nearly intercepted.
He is one of the biggest game breakers in the NFL. Running back Jamal Charles.
And one of the most underpublicized, taken for granted, not talked about enough running backs in this league. Jamal Charles has just been an outstanding player in his career in the NFL.
Alex Smith from the gun. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
One player to watch at linebacker today. He'll be in on many tackles. Bobby Wagner.
He was drafted because he had great speed in college, and that speed, you see it in the NFL. He is a tackling machine and a great linebacker.
3rd down and 10.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Chiefs will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Smith's lined up, empty backfield. The Chiefs turn the ball over on downs.
Charles has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Chiefs lined up in the nickel. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Wilson's got it in the gun.
The pass is picked off by Berry.
Fights through contact.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Chiefs really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball filled. They went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
The Chiefs take it from the 28. Bruce Irvin has the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
He's hit as he throws it.
Late in the first, and that's a big stop on 3rd down to bring up a punt. And now they'll look to extend the lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense, but I'll say this for the offense. You got to show more imagination if you want to have success, especially on 3rd downs.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. Gaines is there that time for the tackle. That return's good for about 7. The Seahawks have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
Throws the pass.
Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Gets it out for the completion. Gaines is there to take him down.
The quarter is about to end. One more play first. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. Third down.
The Chiefs with a nickel look here on defense.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle. Look at that, the defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And it's caught by Curse. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Wilson's going to take it from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down coming up.
Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Finds Graham.
Eric Berry comes up to make the play. That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Graham with the grab. Graham's met after a gain of 3.
The Seahawks offense, they go with the pass down here in the red zone. They throw the ball and it's completed, but it doesn't fool the defense. It gets very little yardage. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Wilson from the shotgun. Connects with Graham. Parker's in on the tackle.
The Chiefs defense, they really understand situational football. They know they're in the red zone. You can't give up plays. That time they give up the completion, but they rally to the football and keep the play to no gain.
Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line. From the gun. Freddie Jackson with the reception. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Chip shot here. drives it through for the field goal.
Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate they do get the field goal try, and they make it.
Davis got a chance for a return.
Steps out of bounds. Halftime, 2 minutes away. Smith takes it from the gun. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
That's his first reception today.
What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out. And look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he let him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now 1st and 10. Down the field. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Wilson's going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. And then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
Smith's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap.
Jamal Charles has the catch. Here they come to the 41-yard line.
Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun.
And the quarterback is tackled by Bruce Irvin.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Should have had it.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Third down on the way.
The Chiefs will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line.
Stands in the pocket. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. No margin for error here with the offense.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Bailey's all over the ball carrier. The Chiefs signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Second down and in a very precarious spot. Lynch is in the backfield.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The Chiefs come out in a dime package. They send the tight end in motion. Second and 12. And that's
Houston in on the stop. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. Looking to avoid a safety here on third down.
Third down and 11. Jimmy Graham with the grab. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
Good job by the defense that time. They play smart. Third and long, cover the deep receivers, make the quarterback throw it short on third and long.
The Seahawks have decided now to go for it on fourth down and a short yardage situation.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs.
The Chiefs are more than happy to take that gift. The offense backed up in its own territory, and they go for it on fourth down and don't make it. Good job by the defense.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive.
Smith's back in shotgun formation.
Jeremy Maclin makes the grab. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense?
Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting. As we near halftime, that was a much-needed touchdown that suddenly gets this team mentally and even on the scoreboard right back into this game, Phil.
It changed everything, Jim, didn't it? I mean, it changed the fans, the way they're looking at the game, the coaches, the players. It's amazing. One play, and look what it did to this football game.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20, mark him down at the 19.
The Seahawks back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had fourth down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on fourth down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
Got hit on the release. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. This will be the last play before halftime.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Wilson's going to take off with it. Neither offense able to pull away in a first half that saw two defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half. Davis is going to test the coverage this time. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Chiefs talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Smith from the gun. It's complete to DeAnthony Thomas.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on third down after the completion.
Smith's got two tight ends on the field for this snap.
The grab is made by Kelsey.
Kelsey's met at the 44.
The Chiefs, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Smith's now completed 4 in a row.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down.
Handoff. Charles inside.
That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up.
The Chiefs get set at the line and need to get to the 46 for a first. Throws it toward the sideline. What a catch.
The Chiefs look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Coming to the line at the 33.
Smith lined up. 2 tight ends set. Davis going to secure the handoff.
And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Davis is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
The Seahawks with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 30. Intercepted.
They bring him to the turf.
The defense doing an outstanding job to ensure they hang on to their lead as we move deeper into the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the defense. Oh, my gosh, I like the way they're playing, man. There's good calls by the defensive coordinator and the players taking advantage of that situation and getting the turnover. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And they take him down. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. Makes the catch in open space. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The give. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Lynch lined up as the single back.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
Second down, 3 for the first.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. First down and 10.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. Mark him down for another reception. Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a Seahawks official. All they're saying right now is that it's an upper body injury. But, guys, it's not one that will hold him out much longer. Back to you.
Just 33 yards to go to the end zone.
Lynch is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
Second and short.
Lynch. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
The Seahawks are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
It's first down as they head to the line. The Chiefs will come out in the dime. Takes another handoff. Lynch is marked down at the 27. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Coming to the line at the 27.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We enter the fourth quarter, a very closely contested defensive battle. And Phil, these offenses been held in check all day long. What might be the mindset right now going into the last quarter?
I think that, you know, when you have a game like this, it's low scoring going into the fourth quarter and it's close, you've got to be on the offensive side very careful. Make sure you don't take chances where you make a mistake and you can end the game for your team with that mistake.
Ducks out of bounds.
It'll be third down.
Jackson lined up as the single back. Baldwin's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and 10.
Wilson's going to scramble. Wilson with the reception. This long drive continues.
Second and 10.
It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it.
On the way, third down.
Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
It's been a beautiful drive so far by this offense, Jim. They started in bad field position. Now they're inside the 20. Let's see if they can get it done from here.
If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense.
Lynch is taking the handoff.
Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the fourth quarter, may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff.
Davis going to test the coverage here. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Chiefs just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what they...
Ball is out. Recovery by the offense.
Tackles made.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times, it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
And that'll be the third time he's been sacked in the game.
Third down, and must be extremely careful with the football. The Chiefs will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3 and out.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Surveys. What a one-handed catch.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Chiefs official. At this point, the medical staff is going to hold him out of this one with what they're still just calling an upper body injury. So, guys, he's out for the day. Back to you.
No separation at all. Incomplete.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. The Chiefs take it from the 43. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
Well, when it's third and long, I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
Get ready. The Chiefs take it from the 43. Jumps high and comes down with it. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Has his man.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second down and 5.